Hitting the lineup and already driving down the line, going for a big full rotation on the very first wave. Ends up getting clipped on the landing, but that's how world champ starts off a matchup against Mateus Herdy. We're in for a treat. That 40-minute clock just starting to get going for these two Brazilians. And as you were putting it yesterday with Luke on the post show, it's the generation now and then the future generation of Brazil just getting started in his career.
To just make quick work of the grommet.
Uh-oh, he's rolling in again. Medina off the bottom. Little speed turn. He's chasing this ramp way down the beach. He'll hop out of there right by the break wall, jetty. A lot of different names for that rock structure.
Just tried to surf myself into rhythm, and then that's why I ended up claiming my 6.4 because I was just so stoked to make that air because I fell in like 4 in a row.
Kalohe, thanks for your time and your insights. Back to you guys.
Love that catch up with Kalohe and Dino. He's got such a great headspace coming into this year, and he's got a lot of questions to answer. After a heat win like that, Medina getting involved with a running right, a series of turns down the stretch, and building on his numbers against Mateus Herdy with plenty of time on the clock. And just the sand not filling in like you expect for the opener, and having D-Bah as a backup side is incredible. One of the best beach breaks in the world. And all surfers loving this overlapping format today. There's the vertical to kick things off for Mateus Herdy, and it's going to be a short opening ride. Conditions like this on a beach break, you're expecting him to get out of the water at 30 waves ridden. Vertical hack, second one solid off the lip, and he'll finish over the end section. Medina's best so far. It's way before a 3.83, and that one will get rid of his 1.5.
That's kind of all he needs, right? He just needs to make a couple of waves.
Mateus looking for some speed, and he's just left searching. On tour last year with an amazing effort making the final in Portugal. Mateus Herdy, big float there, and it's going to slow him down. First 3 waves have just been little one maneuver options. Catching up to Medina. Hits it through the lip. Winds up big. Hack. Even that San Francisco final back when Medina was just 17. Watching the wind up. And the beautiful carving work from Mateus Herdy. Found a wall to work with. There's the tail chuck to reverse. Now winds up for a little layback hack to finish that one off.
Jesus, Jordan.
Herdy's best wave so far.
Right into the next maneuver. And then Mateus. I love that opening turn from Mateus. Straight into the bottom turn and connected nicely. That was very Julian Wilson-like, wasn't it? As he brings it around and finishing off strong through the inside. So Mateus, a 5.47. Look at this turn here from Mateus. Beautiful body position. Now he starts to extend that back leg, driving off those fins. Draws down off the bottom again, nice and low, and straight into that next maneuver. Beautiful stuff. Very, very mature surfing from the rookie. A wild card, Mateus Herdy. This kid's got a big future ahead of him, that's for sure.
Love that rotation where the nose is just piercing the open face. We did the one at Karamas where he just got the slingshot wedge and did a huge layback. Big alley-oop pulled from Medina into a heavy forehand slam on the finish for one of the healthiest combos we've seen today at D-Bah. A lot of height on the alley-oop. Perfect transition to shut that one down. Use that to his advantage on the alley-oop.
Hey, watch this right here. It was almost a slow motion rotation there, but absolutely perfect. And there it is. Landed absolutely perfect as well. I mean, how good is he with those landings?
It's on the schedule even though he's won it.
Yeah, I would say so. But, you know, in the times that he has won it, he went on to great things, didn't he? Beautiful stuff there from Herdy. He's, you know, at that point in this heat now that where they have priority, that Mateus has to start putting some numbers up. Let's take a look at this air here. I mean, he's carrying a ton of speed. He finally gets to the ramp. And just, he makes it look so easy. We saw a similar type of air done by Seth Moniz that fetched a pretty good number. But see how controlled he is in the air. He rotates super quick. He's always so planted on his board. He landed perfectly. Just a little bit of his arm out just for slight stability. but landed it nicely. So one big move.
Competition that he has those big moves that can fetch excellent scores. Just hasn't found that section just yet. He's got time. 16.5 minutes to go. Medina now, live action. Super powerful as he blasts through those first two sections. Again, up into the pocket. That's 3 solid turns already out of 4th, and he's not done yet. Such a dominant finish to last season. Hanging on to through some nail-biter heats to get the job done.
Yeah,
that was really impressive stuff.
Yeah, Charlie likes it. As you watch Gabby on the backhand here, I mean, he annihilates this wave. And it starts off with the very first maneuver. I mean, strengthens it with the second one and a third and just hammers this thing, and a fourth vertical approaching the lip. Even get some innovation and progression here. I mean, this is as well a surfed wave as you could possibly have for the size of wave.
So Mateus Herdy looking for answers. He's going to be in a huge amount of trouble after Medina's next score drops, but this is one of his better rides. On his way to a solid score here. You can see just how well-rounded he is, the variety in his surfing, a clean finish on that one.
Great answer. And now Mateus' answer. Gets the layback snap to start. Another carve into the face. Doesn't have quite the same vertical approach. I mean, he's on his forehand, so it's not as easy to go straight up like that and keep the speed. But he had some innovation in there as well. And now it translates into that type of surfing happening with a jersey on in a heat against world champions.
Still wearing that Jeep Leaders jersey is Gabriel Medina. And starting to build now.
This type of conditions.
Here's Mateus Herdy up. Doesn't have a whole lot of time to get himself back in this heat. There's 9 minutes remaining. He needs a big number to get out of combination. Let's talk about guys restraining some of their best surfing in order to, get a high percentage wins. It feels like the way that the surfing's been going in the last couple of seasons. See him load up here, looking for something big. He eyes the section. Huge straight air from Gabriel Medina. Another section standing up into reverse.
He's got more.
And more room to move. He's going to swing the tail. Already has a 9.33. A lot less time than Slater, but Kelly, 30 10-point rides. This guy's already had 15, and he might be notching up his 16th 10-point ride here. That was a lot of work done. Already had a 9.33. Huge air. And the variation above the lip is what's super impressive here.
And that's that time, too, where you full on. I mean, look how much area he covers. It's literally, we'll see that one more time. And literally, you can mark where he takes off to where he lands. It's one of the most amazing things ever. Plus, he does a full rotation at the end as well. Well, no, these are CT heats. That's what you have to do now.
You look at the results of Red Bull Airborne. All the guys that featured in the top 3 are in the main event. Medina dropped a 9.8. One judge threw him a 10-point ride. I thought the way the scale was set with the 9.33 that was going to definitely get that perfect score. The judges leaving a little bit more room, I think, out of respect for Medina, as Mateus Herdy looks to throw himself or launch himself back into this heat. I think Medina will be disappointed about that.
Heck no.
I mentioned the 15 10-point rides that he has had. He's had 246 excellent rides.
You know what, though? He can hold his head high. He made it into round 3. He made the final of the Red Bull Airborne. So you'd have to say a successful event for him.
Impressive start from last year's world champion Gabriel Medina, charging on through to round 4. More to come after the break with Geordie Smith and Ryan Callanan.